Round 12 of the FIA Motocross World Championship burst into life with MX2 Race 1. Down into turn 1, there was carnage immediately as Tim Geiser and Brian Borges fell going into that first turn. The Honda rider would free himself from underneath the wreckage and after a few adjustments would rejoin the race. Up front though, it was Paul Jonas who led the way, but Max Anstey from 4th made this pass on Jeremy Seewer, lap 3, to move into 3rd. 2 laps later, he passed David Puchis in almost exactly the same manner to move into 2nd, and then he went after Paul Jonas. Meanwhile, Tim Geiser was charging through the field. He made this move on Sever Brilyakov to get himself into 17th. He would eventually come home in 7th. Almost went down, though, as he tried to make a way past his teammate, Jorge Zaragoza, but he did manage to keep it upright on 2 wheels. But the home fans were interested in what was happening at the sharp end. Max Anstey closed in on Paul Jonas, and for the 3rd time in the race made the same move, but this time it was to pass Jonas for the lead. And Max Anstey would go on to win race 1 from Jonas and Puchis. MXGP race 1, Sean Simpson hit neutral at the start, and it was Glenn Koldenoff who pulled the foxhole shot, but Roman Febvre, the championship leader, went down at turn 1. He was involved in that crash with Tommy Searle, David Philipparts, Davide Guarnieri and Tyler Rattray. He was down on the ground for about 40 seconds as well. Meanwhile, up front though, Glenn Koldenhoff and Kevin Strybos led the way. Stephen Frossard charging through, but it was Charlier who made a mistake, falling from 7th. Gauthier Paulin caught Tony Cairoli and made this pass on lap 4 to move into 3rd, but by then the 2 Suzukis were too far away. Sean Simpson caught the back end of Dean Ferris, and he fell out of 7th, back down to 12th. He would eventually come home in 16th position. Jeremy Van Hoorbeek was aggressive down the inside of Jose Boutron, got himself into 5th, and that's where he would stay, as Roman Febvre found his way past Bobashev to an eventual 8th place, but it was a win for Koldenhoff. In MX2 race 2, Max Anstey up the inside again. This time he did pull the foxhole shot, but it was a close call between him and Valentin Guillot. Guillot's race would last 2 corners later when the standing construct Yamaha rider fell. He would remount in 26th place. David Puchis, who also made a good start, fell down to 11th at the end of the first lap. He eventually came home in 11th place. Jordi Tixier also made a simple mistake, falling from 13th down to 15th before remounting and finding his way back to 8th. And Tim Geiser making a much better start this time, found his way past Jeremy Seewer on lap 7 to move into 4th, and that's where the Honda rider would stay. But Max Anstey made it 2 wins out of 2 to pick up his first Grand Prix victory of the season on the Monster Energy DRT Kawasaki, his first double victory to secure a Grand Prix win. Paul Jonas, the home favourite, made it 2 second-place finishes to get on the podium in front of his home fans. It was his 3rd Grand Prix podium of the year. And Harry Koulas, riding a wildcard entry this weekend for Wilvo Nastan Husqvarna Factory Racing, finished 3rd, and that would secure him a podium as well. And the overall Grand Prix mirrored that result in race 2. Anstey, Jonas and Koulas, the top 3 overall. Geiser 4th, Seewer was 5th this weekend. In terms of the championship, Jeffrey Hurlings now has 46 points over Geiser. Guillot is 3rd, Jonas now up to 4th, Seewer is 5th. But Max Anstey stood proudly on the top step of the podium here at the MX2 Grand Prix of Latvia. Alongside him, Paul Jonas and Harry Koulas. No Jeffrey Hurlings, but his team manager gladly accepted the red plate for next round. Czech Republic and Lockett.
We've worked really hard, the whole team, Geordie, Ben, Steve, the lot of them. We've been putting in 100%, and you know, hopefully now the remainder of the season we can keep the ball rolling. I just felt like I was doing my work, you know, week in, week out, doing the work. Even though, yeah, like everyone says, oh, dancing in the sand. It wasn't. Okay, it was soft, but it was very flat and still hard underneath. So very technical track, and the guys have done an awesome job this week with the track preparation, I thought, considering how much rain we had. So I'd just like to say well done to Pauls, and riding in front of the home crowd, that's awesome, I know. And I could hear the fans, even when he was behind me, I could hear the fans going. I was like, oh no. But no, awesome ride, and hopefully we can keep the ball rolling from here on out.
MXGP race 2. And once again, Glenn Koldenoff on the Suzuki, charged across the foxhole shot line. Sean Simpson ran a little wild, but by turn 3, Roman Fevre was in the lead, pushing the Suzuki back into second. Bobashev third, Cairoli fourth at that point. Paulan didn't make a great start, but on lap 8 found his way past his teammate Bobashev to move into 4th place, and then he went after Tony Cairoli. It was a 3-way battle for second at that stage with Koldenoff, Cairoli and Paulan, but Paulan made the most of a mistake from Cairoli with that pass there on the Sicilian, but he wasn't able to do anything about Glenn Koldenoff. Roman Fevre, though, it was who came over the line to win race 2 ahead of Glenn Koldenoff. Gertje Paulan was 3rd, Tony Cairoli 4th, and Kenny Bobashev 5th. And it was a first Grand Prix victory for Glenn Koldenoff on the Rockstar Energy Suzuki Europe machine. Paulan 2nd for Team HRC. Roman Fevre, Yamaha Factory Racing Yamalou, was 3rd. 7 consecutive podiums now for the Frenchman. And he continues to lead the championship, extending his lead by a couple of points over Tony Cairoli as we head into round 13. Gertje Paulan 3rd in the championship now. But what a day for Glenn Koldenoff and Rockstar Energy Suzuki Europe, taking Suzuki's first Grand Prix win of 2015. His first in MXGP as well. Took his first race win in Moto number 1. Gertje Paulan 2nd for Team HRC. Roman Fevre 3rd for Yamaha Factory Racing Yamalou. And he continues to lead the championship as we head to round 13.
Coffee's up, guys.
GP klases šampionāta izpludinājumus godā piedestālā. Vienīgi priecīgi, labs darbs padarīts, visi mēs dabūjām.
Glenn Koldenoff, congratulations. Your first race win today, your first overall MXGP victory today, and you gave Suzuki their first overall as well. It must be a great feeling for you.
For sure, it's a great feeling, you know. I'm so happy. The team have worked hard, but I especially want to thank my mechanic, you know. We put so much hard work during the week, and just really happy with my mechanic. Overall, a great day. First and second, first overall, it's just amazing.